For too many years, it's been too easy for people to come here, slip into the shadow economy, and remain here illegally. Because, frankly, we've been squeamish about saying things that are clearly true. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free-of-charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work.
UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is expected to unveil his plan for mandatory digital ID cards today, and already, the backlash is loud and fierce. According to the BBC, government insiders say Starmer believes this system could help tackle illegal employment and modernise how the state functions. But before the proposal has even officially launched, critics are lining up to tear it apart.
The Prime Minister says we must have digital ID. That's the way we'll stop illegal immigration. Well, think about it. Germany has ID cards, strict ID and checks. It's made no difference at all in Germany, and nor will it here. All that digital ID will be is a means of controlling the population, of telling us what we can and can't do, of fining the innocent. And didn't we see it all when we had the pandemic, when you had to have vaccine ID to travel, to do various things? Did that stop the COVID pandemic spreading? Did it help? All it did was put cost and inconvenience on everybody else. I also worry about massive data banks being held by the government, being hacked by foreign governments, by private companies, by criminals. I do not see a single benefit to the government having digital ID other than them controlling what we do, what we spend, and where we go. And we, in Reform, are wholly opposed to it in every single way.
Nigel Farage, leader of Reform UK, didn't hold back. He argued, so the Prime Minister insists we need digital ID to stop illegal immigration. But let's be realistic, Germany already has tough ID card laws, and it hasn't solved their problems. Why would it magically work here? All digital ID really does is give the government another tool to monitor and control people. It tells us what we can and can't do, even when we've done nothing wrong. We saw a glimpse of this during the pandemic. Remember vaccine passports? They didn't stop COVID, but they did create extra costs, red tape, and restrictions for ordinary people. Farage also raised concerns about massive government databases filled with personal information, warning that they could become prime targets for hackers, whether that's foreign governments, corporations, or criminal groups. In his words, there is no real benefit here, only more state control over our spending, our movements, and our freedom. Reform UK is completely opposed to it. He's not alone. Independent MP Jeremy Corbyn also slammed the proposal, calling it an attack on civil liberties. He warned that compulsory digital IDs would make life even harder for minorities and marginalized groups, describing the policy as heavy-handed state interference that must be resisted. And outside of politics, comedian and commentator Russell Brand voiced a similar alarm. Brand suggested that digital ID is just the first step in eroding personal freedoms. They'll present it as something convenient, something safe, even helpful. But then a crisis will come, maybe a war, maybe another pandemic, and suddenly you can't access resources or facilities without that ID. And once those restrictions are in place, they never fully go away. Look at 9/11, look at COVID, look at the financial crash of 2008. After each one, freedoms were chipped away, and things never really returned to normal. Step by step, they normalize control until you wake up and realize you're not free anymore. It's not just politicians and commentators speaking out, ordinary people are pushing back too. Nearly 500,000 citizens have already signed a UK parliamentary petition demanding that digital ID cards never be introduced. And former Prime Minister Liz Truss, though no fan of the idea, found some dark humor in the situation. She said she doubts the scheme will ever get off the ground, pointing to the government's shaky record with large-scale IT projects. Knowing how badly government technology usually goes, I don't see this authoritarian plan being implemented before 2029. By that point, Starmer will likely be voted out and the policy can be scrapped. So, as Starmer prepares to roll out his controversial plan, the resistance is building, from rival politicians, from cultural voices, and from hundreds of thousands of everyday people who see digital ID not as progress, but as a dangerous step toward government overreach. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth political commentary, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of power and politics. Thanks for watching.